I'm Sophie, this is Nora, and we live in Portishead. I work in public health and it's given me a really interesting perspective as a mum because it does feel quite difficult making decisions about your baby's health. I think it's really important for parents to consider getting their children vaccinated. I think especially nowadays where you're often putting your children in childcare at a younger age. You know, Nora will be going into childcare not that far off, unfortunately, and we know that with things like measles, you know, we're seeing outbreaks in places like nurseries, and I think the sooner that you can protect your children, your babies from these preventable diseases and keep them safe, the better. I was actually really surprised that I did feel a little bit more concerned than I thought I would before Nora had her first vaccines. Because I work in public health, I viewed it very clinically. You have your vaccines at 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks, and then when it actually came to it, I felt quite nervous and unsure, worried that she was going to have some side effects. And what I used to kind of ease my concerns, and obviously stuff that I'd use at work anyway, I'd speak to people at work, is that I'd much rather she have a rough 24 hours, be a bit unsettled for that time than, you know, potentially be in intensive care with a serious illness or even worse. You know, it's not nice and it's a worrying time, but it is worth it. I have heard of MMRV. I had MMR when I was a baby and I feel very lucky that I had it, and it's protected me. For example, when I went to university and there was a mumps outbreak at university, I was confident that I was protected, and so I just feel lucky and really happy that she's going to have the same protection, but also now against chickenpox as well. She's going to be protected against chickenpox, which is fantastic. It can feel sometimes a bit overwhelming when you're kind of in the midst of getting used to motherhood, parenthood, and you know, you've got so many appointments, so many baby groups, and something like MMRV, which is, you know, with the V bit of it new now, can feel a bit overwhelming, and you know, you can kind of have a bit of decision paralysis. So you're making decisions about your baby every single day. But I think it's so important. It's probably the most important decision you can make for your baby. And if we can keep them well, keep them happy and growing and happy, then I think it's a fantastic thing.